The zombies are getting ready to return. After more than 4 years of waiting, All of Us Are Dead. Season 2 is finally moving closer to its release. Filming has officially wrapped, post-production is now underway, and fans are asking the same question. When will Netflix finally release Season 2? While Netflix hasn't confirmed an official premiere date yet, the latest production updates have given us the clearest timeline so far. So today, let's break down everything we know about the All of Us Are Dead Season 2 release date. Although Netflix has not officially announced a release date for All of Us Are Dead Season 2, the series is now much closer to returning than it has been at any point since it was renewed. After several years of waiting, production finally moved into full swing in 2025, giving fans the first real signs that the next chapter was on its way. Principal photography officially began in July 2025 and successfully wrapped in mid-February 2026, marking one of the biggest milestones in the production. With filming now complete, the series has entered post-production, which is the final major stage before Netflix can officially announce a premiere date. That alone is exciting news, because it means the hardest part of making the season is already finished, and the focus has now shifted toward preparing the episodes for release. However, finishing production doesn't mean the series is ready to premiere immediately. All of Us Are Dead is one of Netflix's most visually demanding Korean dramas, relying heavily on detailed editing, visual effects, CGI, sound design, and color grading. Every zombie attack, large-scale action sequence, destroyed city, and infected transformation requires months of careful work before the finished episodes are ready for audiences. Unlike smaller dramas that can move through post-production quickly, this series depends on complex visual effects to create its intense atmosphere. Netflix also knows that the first season became one of its biggest international hits, so expectations for Season 2 are much higher. Rather than rushing the episodes onto the platform, the creative team appears focused on making sure every scene looks as polished and cinematic as possible. Another important clue comes from Netflix's overall release schedule. When the company revealed its major Korean content lineup for 2026, All of Us Are Dead Season 2 was noticeably missing. While that doesn't completely eliminate the possibility of a surprise late 2026 release, it strongly suggests that Netflix is giving the series additional time in post-production, instead of forcing it into an already crowded calendar. Industry reports have reached a similar conclusion, pointing toward early 2027 as the most realistic launch window. Considering the amount of visual effects work still required, that prediction makes a great deal of sense. Netflix has every reason to protect one of its biggest global franchises by making sure it returns in the strongest possible way, rather than releasing it before it's fully ready. The story itself is also expected to be much bigger than the first season. Instead of returning only to Hyo-san High School, the sequel expands the world beyond the original setting. Anjo is now attempting to rebuild her life as a university student in Seoul, hoping that the nightmare is finally over. But that peace doesn't last for long, as another deadly zombie outbreak begins, pulling her into a completely new fight for survival. Returning characters will be joined by several new faces, creating fresh relationships, new conflicts, and much larger action sequences than before. Expanding the story beyond the school means larger locations, more infected, and an even greater reliance on visual effects, which is another reason why Netflix is taking extra time before announcing the premiere. So when can fans realistically expect to watch the new season? Based on everything officially known today, early 2027 remains the strongest and most likely release window. A surprise launch in late 2026 is still possible, but there is currently no official information suggesting that Netflix is preparing for one. With filming already complete, post-production now fully underway, and the platform expected to reveal more details in the coming months, fans are finally entering the final stage of the wait. It has been a long journey since Season 1 became a worldwide phenomenon, but every production update points toward the same conclusion. All of Us Are Dead. Season 2 is no longer a distant project. It's steadily moving toward its long-awaited return, and the next zombie outbreak is now closer than ever. The wait for All of Us Are Dead. Season 2 is almost over. With filming officially complete and post-production now in full swing, the next outbreak is getting closer every day. Now it's just a matter of waiting for Netflix to reveal the official release date, and seeing whether the survivors are truly ready for another fight against the undead.